Oh, I gotta pull my necklaces out, right? Oh, Jesus. Yes, yes, y'all. Look, get into it. Get into it. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see the amazing? Do y'all see it? Y'all like it? Joseph, stop hating. Don't hate already. Don't hate already. You're supposed to say nice things about me with my hair.
I do.
You're supposed to be proud of it.
Why, it ain't on me?
So why you saying child? Do I need... You know what? Let me go get it right now. Because I can see right now this is going to be that kind of show. Show your black ass something.
Only person that's going to be used on
show
this
your
show.
black ass something right now, Joe.
Only person that's going to be used on this show.
Talking crazy to me.
Again, only person that's going to be used on this show.
Messing with me. You and your little mangy dog. Little cracklings all over the floor and can on. Messing with me.
Hey, Monica. Hey, Monte. Hey, Nene. Hey, Maurice. Hey, Dwayne and Ray.
Go find something.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Quit playing with me. That's how the young kids said. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me.
Well, that would be nice if you was a young kid.
I was a young tender one time, running wild and free.
We all was.
Mm-hmm.
But them days are long gone. For you.
Really?
I don't understand.
That's how we doing it this morning?
Why you don't understand?
Is that how we doing it this morning? Yeah. Is that how we doing it? Well, you think you are God's gift to the world, right?
I am.
Okay, well then why can't I be basking all this almondy stuff?
I never said you couldn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Keep on, Joseph. Keep on.
Hey, blogs.
Keep on, Joseph. Now, why did I have to go find something to keep you in line? Why do I always have to find something?
I don't know, because that ain't going to keep me in line. Ain't nobody scared of your little hammer.
If I hit you in the back of your throat.
You must be about to sing, if I had a hammer.
Make your teeth
in
click.
The morning. I hammer in the evening. That's what you must have got the hammer for. For visual effect to sing that song.
If I hit you in the back of your throat, make your teeth click. Then what? Then you're going to be mad at me because your ass can't
talk.
Right there.
I thought.
And I'll bop him too.
The only person gonna get bopped with their own hammer is you.
I ain't gonna get. No, I'm not.
Bop right in the middle of the forehead.
Oh, child, please. I'm not worried about all that.
You should be.
Why are my glasses always? What's going on? Probably got Joseph juice all over.
He just blind.
Probably got Joseph juice all over. Good morning, everybody. Joseph, say good morning to the folks.
I done spoke to everybody while you went tripping around the house looking for the hammer. Well, you should have been sitting in your spot.
Is this how it's going to be this morning?
Clearly, you starting.
Is this how it's going to be?
You the one running around the house looking for a hammer.
Can I have a case?
But that still don't mean I want to fuck you up. I love my
husband so much. I love him so much. I do. I love him so much.
Hey, Charlene.
What you want? Now, Jomel is upset. He in his feelings right now.
Oh, yeah. Now he mad because we kissed.
I gave Joseph a kiss,
Put him up here.
So now he wants up.
Come on.
And come up here and behave
yourself.
You better act right. You better act right. Because if you don't, bam! I love my little baby Jomel, too. Behave.
So you know once you give him love, he going to be wanting to play.
Yes, behave.
Your birthday next Thursday.
Yes, Jomel is going to be 1 year old. Yes, he is. He's gonna be a big boy. You gonna be a big boy? You ain't gonna never be a big boy.
He's always gonna be a baby.
He
He
is.
was
He's a
good though
baby.
when I took him with me this morning.
He always good when you take him somewhere.
No, I left him in the car for a minute.
He'll still be good. He don't cut
He
up.
ain't jump up or nothing.
No, he won't. He won't. He know you coming back. He won't cut up.
Child, my other dog would have been in the window barking at the top of her lungs.
He don't do all
jumping
that.
from window to window, front to back, looking for
He
me.
just get excited when a whole bunch of people around because he want to make friends.
No, that's the only thing. That's the only time he bark is if you come near the car. Which he should do because he's protecting his spot.
He'll bark because especially if you're in the car, he don't like nobody near you.
But he was good.
Yeah,
I came back and he was just sitting
very
in the front
protective
seat.
of Joseph. Very protective of Joseph.
Now, when I got back in the car and said, "You was a good boy, Bob." Oh, child, why did I say that? Because he knows that means he did something good and he's jumping up. And I'm like, all right, you got to sit down and be calm again.
He could be one of those medical dogs for you. Like, you can get him registered. I think we should really try to do that.
We can.
Because let me tell you something. He knows when something is wrong with you. There's been times like Joseph been downstairs. And I'd be like, well, what's taking him so long? This one will start barking, and I'll come downstairs, and Joseph is holding his stomach. What's wrong, Joseph? I'm cramping. This one knows everything about this man. I swear to God. He sleeps on top of his stomach at night. It's sickening.
I was up when you was trying to get him off of me last night.
That's the only I was trying to get him to stop. He just really, it's like he creates a boundary around Joseph at night, and he get nervous at a time. Sometimes he has like anxiety about me being too close to Joseph, so he'll like lay on different parts of Joseph. Like, you can't lay there right now. Like, no, you can't lay there right now. And I'd be like, Jomel, if you don't move the motherfucker out my goddamn way, because he'll get like right up. Or between our heads.
If we too close, he'll walk right in between us and lay in between our heads.
Yeah, he's very that. He gives you very that. Very sleeping with the enemy. Very that.
Just like he doing right now.
Right now,
he does all
that's
night
what he
long.
does, and that's what he do all day. Joseph sits like on the end of the bed when we're in our bedroom, and
or if I'm downstairs,
he's
on the
his
couch.
phone like this, and he'll sit right next to Joseph just like that. That's just a love of a dog, and that's how it's been for the year
since we had him.
Since we got him. Well, we got him. He was supposed to be my birthday present.
He's Tramel's birthday present.
Lies from the Book of Lies. He was supposed to be my birthday present, right? But soon as he got out the cage, what does he do? He runs right over there to him.
And I'm thinking because I'm driving and Tramel took him out of the crate and had him in his lap and was giving him some chicken because when a puppy travel that far, you're supposed to have some kind of meat for them so that they don't become hypoglycemic. Tramel is giving him chicken and he's just sitting there eating it. In my mind, I'm like, oh, he bonded with Tramel. Well, he should because that's Tramel's dog. And I'm like, low key kind of jealous. Not this one. I remember we went to the store and Tramel passed him to me and I held him while Tramel went in the store. Tramel got back. I gave him to Tramel and that's when I should have known. Because when I gave him back to Tramel, he started whining because he wanted to come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got in the house, we just came upstairs and we sat on the bed and put him on the bed and he ran right over to me. And from that moment on, he became my dog.
And I used to think, does this dog think I'm evil or something, child? Is this something up in here? This dog is just vibing and so on. But things are starting to come together. I have to tell y'all, talking to Sunrise and the things that I witnessed, like with this one and this damn dog, it's all coming together. My husband, his life path number is a double number, which makes him like
intuitive
and stuff. And we're going to get into that the next time Sunrise comes here because Joseph is working on some things. I don't think he want to share them with y'all now, but he's working on some things. And as far as our marriage, as far as us being best friends, as far as him individually, things are starting to come together, like make sense. Like I don't question my husband and who he is and all that stuff. I don't do that. But at the same time, it's like a question mark in your head about certain things and why he is the way he is and why he speaks the way he does and why he's so calm tempered and so on. It's all coming together, child. It's all coming together. You know, even some things that I be wanting to beat him in the face with. I be wanting to beat him in the face.
Hey, Medina.
I be wanting to beat him in the face. But y'all, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know? Like, even the way like the other night when I was doing my interview with Bugs Gutter. Yes, that was a good interview, y'all, wasn't it? Now, Joseph, y'all, I want to hear in the chat. Medina, don't say nothing. Blogs, shut it up.
Monica.
Zip it and shut it up, Monica. If y'all saw the interview the other night, do y'all think I was flirting? Because I wasn't flirting.
Child, that was the Tremel that I knew 18 years ago. That was going to get him fucked up 18 years ago. That's the person.
What was I doing?
In that interview that he was all the time.
I looked at the interview. I don't see nothing different than what I'm acting right now.
Any place he was at, that's how he acted with every man that he thought that smiled in his face.
Joseph!
And see, back then, Joseph didn't have this peace and calm that he has now. See, now I'm a whole different person than I was when I was in my...
You're trying to get me and Bugs together in trouble.
I'm not trying to get Bugs in trouble. I was a whole dude. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not.
You know you're not mad,
I
but
didn't
I'm just
say
like...
nothing about it because it didn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me because at the end of the day,
that's
I'm
what
like
I love about it. It don't even bother him, and I know it don't bother him. I know he tells the truth when he say that. At the end of the day, this is
my husband. So you can sit and flirt with whoever you want to flirt with. Because long as that bitch don't take no more...
I can flirt?
Long as that
the way I want
to. I know my husband, honey. I know who I marry. He can sit and tell me all he want to tell me. I know who I marry. I know that man of 18 years ago is still the same man 20 years later. Trust me on that. And that's what he used to do back then. But see, back then, I was that bitch to walk up and who the fuck is this and who the fuck is this to you? Right in their face and dare them to say something to me because it'll be on and popping. But see, I'm not that person no more. Because at the end of the day,
I don't be flirting. That's
you
just
home
me.
with me.
That's just who I am. I'm just very friendly.
You belong to
me. Very high.
And that's that. And I learned a long time ago, if a person don't want to be with you,
how you doing?
Then let him go.
What's going on?
But he ain't going nowhere.
Hey.
Just
bring
like,
me a chicken.
Just like when I said I want a bacon, egg, and cheese on the
No, that
roll.
was different.
Nah.
That was different.
I would like a bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll.
No, he didn't say it like that.
Excuse me, can you tell me the difference?
No, he didn't say it like that.
Can you tell me the difference between these tuna fish?
Yeah, bat your eyes. Go like that.
I want to know.
That's how you was doing. You was batting your eyes. Like, see, Joseph, see, no, the difference between me flirting and you flirting is two totally different things.
Right, Monica. Spun, slapped, and fucked up.
Didn't I say don't say nothing?
Blogs, he was definitely swinging.
Lord God, didn't I say don't say nothing? Blogs
had his head kicked to the side and everything.
I was looking almondsy. I was looking almondsy.
Blogs said all I saw was your hair swings and smiles.
One of the subscribers said they ain't never seen a piece of chocolate glisten like they saw me.
Yes, and they said they could see his tonsils.
It's nothing wrong with the little friendly flirting.
Let me do it and see what happens.
Nothing wrong with that. Long as it's respectful.
Let me do it and see what happens.
Oh, you get beat in the face.
Even when I'm innocent.
Who you want to flirt with?
Even when I'm innocent, when the boy was flirting with me.
Who is it that you want to flirt with?
Now, the only thing I didn't like was that, it's one thing if you want to flirt with me in front of my husband. But it's another thing when you disrespect him and slam the door on hold the door for me and close the door on him. That's not.
That's what that boy did.
I can't be having that.
He gonna open up the door for him, and then he gonna let the door slam behind me. Now, how disrespectful is that?
Well, I didn't know until I came in the store and looked around and Tremel was still standing outside. I didn't know.
But anyway, thank you, Bugs Gunner, once again for joining me. I hope that he comes back to the Up Close and Personal show. I enjoy.
They can see the tonsils, Lord God.
Yeah, well, you're right. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like I told y'all, I owns my shit. Yes, I was. I looked at the video and I did come off as being.
But then you said she gonna pray for you.
Go ahead, pray, girl. See, I do. Sometimes I do come off a little bit flirtatious, and I have to admit to everything that Joseph said about me when I was young. But Joseph, that wasn't really that's just who I am.
My thing is this: we married, but that don't mean neither one of us are not going to look at men that we find attractive. Just because you married don't mean your eyes, you go blind.
Right.
Because God knows I done seen quite a few little pieces, honey, that if they ever start whispering in my ear, I might have had to say, ooh, bitch, you married, walk away.
Ooh,
who is it? I done seen quite a few little pieces that if they would have whispered in my ear, I would have had to remind myself that I was married and I wasn't that old country thought, that little city thought I used to be.
Why you so giddy?
Why you
so goddamn giddy telling that goddamn story?
What?
Who are these people that you've had this attraction to?
My husband, Tremel. I only have eyes for you, babe.
You know what, Joseph? I'm going to put this hammer down. Let me put it down for a minute. I have to put it down for a minute. Put it down, Lord. The Lord said put it down, Jesus. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
No, but it's true. Like, you can't
listen.
mad.
We are men before we are anything. We are men. And this is heterosexual, homosexual, whatever, cisgender, whatever. If you see something attractive, you're going to be attracted to it. If you see something attractive, you're going to look at it. Period. Point blank. This is what listen, I don't have no issue with somebody being respectfully attracted to my husband. Nobody. And he don't have no problem. Do you have a problem? He don't have no problem with nobody being respectfully.
Yeah, when they start that,
attracted to me. See, there's a difference. See, the key word is put some respect on it.
Right, like I posted
put some respect
of me and Tremel on Facebook for the couples challenge or whatever it was, and everybody was, respectful. Oh, y'all look nice. Y'all look good looking couple. Mm-hmm. And then here come that one.
Yeah, it's got to be that one.
Oh, I wish I had love like y'all's, and I want to be the third. Which see, ain't nobody said all that.
Ain't nobody said all that for you.
Ain't nobody said all that.
And that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. See, when you keep it respectful, then that's the key word, respect. And that's the one thing that we as human beings all deserve is respect. Respect. All of us deserve respect. And I think a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of fights and people not speaking to one another and stuff come from being disrespectful in your spirit. So how do we do? How do we change that? How do we change that? Like not being disrespectful in your spirit.
For me, it just took.
Because for me, it's a respect thing. You can say whatever you want to say about me.
Thing.
You can do whatever you want to do to me as long as you respect. Bitch, put some respect on my name. If you're gonna call me the Tremel, that black ass, what? Put some respect on it.
That's like I heard two people that were in a relationship arguing, and one of them said something to me that I had to examine it in my spirit because it just didn't sound right. They said, if you're going to cheat on me, at least cheat on me with respect. Now, for a long time, that used to sit in my spirit. Like, well, how do you cheat with respect?
You do. There's a way you cheat
with respect. But then I thought about it, and I said, well, yeah, respect would be me not finding out. Respect would be you sneaking around and trying to keep it from me, as opposed to just blatantly putting it in my face.
Respect, you're keeping your bitch in line. Keep your bitch in line.
Because
keep the bitch in line. And if the bitch ain't bringing nothing to the motherfucking table, she ain't bringing no coins. She ain't bringing no money. She ain't bringing no gifts, no nothing. Does she really need to shut the fuck up?
But I think, to see, when people do stuff like that, it's a whole, it don't even be for that reason.
Listen, Joseph, life is, listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, I keep trying to explain this to you. We live in a totally different day and age. We live in a totally different day and age. This ain't Mom Pa Kettle. This ain't June Cleaver no more. And you know that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If it was the younger me, because as I got older, I just realized certain things. I can't control who you look at. I can't control if you are attracted to somebody else. But just because you are attracted to somebody else doesn't mean that you don't love me or you're not attracted to me. That's how I used to take it back in the day. Back in the day, if you did what you did, oh honey, it would have been on and popping. I probably would have came in and cut the computer off in the middle of the fucking interview, and me and him would have started fighting on camera, and y'all would have got a good old show. But because I have got older, and in talking to people that do have, we don't have an open marriage at all, and we don't plan to have one. But in talking to people that have open marriages, I get it.
Yeah, we get it.
I get it. I get it. So at the same time, where I don't want an open marriage and wouldn't have one, I understand what they say when they say, but we are attracted to other people.
Right.
But just because you're attracted to somebody else doesn't mean you need to act on everything that, you know.
Right.
Just because you see something don't mean you gotta always have it.
Right.
Period. That's anything in life. It don't have to be a person. Right. It could be anything, a toy, whatever, a car. Just because you see it don't mean you gotta have it. And if you can't exercise restraint, then you just a sad person, period.
Yeah.
Whether it comes to a person, materialistic stuff, whatever it is, you have to exercise restraint on everything. So for me to sit and say, oh, I would have an open relationship, no, I wouldn't, because see, then you opening the door for some shit to happen.
Yeah.
Because then if I go out and meet somebody and me and them start hanging out and they become a good friend, and then I want to bring them home or vice versa, one of us, we ain't built like that. Yeah. He definitely ain't built like that.
No, I'll be shooting.
Because I could see me now coming home talking about this, my friend. Or me say, I'm going out. Where we going? That's going to be his response. Where we going? We ain't going nowhere. I'm going to meet so-and-so. Well, who the fuck is that? I can see him now. Yeah. That ain't going to work. So, but I wouldn't do it either, because me, I can't see myself sitting home knowing that he's with somebody else and be okay with it. Now, him sitting smiling up in somebody's face, that's fine.
Oh, but trust me, when I'm smiling up in somebody's face, my husband's name is going to be mentioned about 15, 16 times.
Oh, I'll just be watching, because long as it don't get out of control.
Oh, no.
I'm good. No. Hey, Shaw.
No, I don't play those games. I guess we're talking about respect in marriage.
Hey, Latasha.
Are we? Being that we married, we're talking about being respectful of one another when you're married, you know.
Because it's going to happen. And
yeah,
I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah, but some women it's some women that their feelings really get hurt when they see their boyfriends or they see their husbands.
At the same time.
Hold on. They get mad or they get in their feelings because they see their husbands or their boyfriends looking at another woman saying, you want that. That's what you want. And then that messes up their self-esteem. You take all of that for one look. You taking all of that and you taking and messing with your own self-esteem for no reason whatsoever. Building all this stuff up in your head that you don't need to be building up all just because he looked at another woman.
But also it just comes down to, we all want to be attractive.
Yeah, of course. We want to be the center of attention. Just because
you with somebody 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 years don't mean that you don't want people to still find you attractive.
Yeah.
And see, I think it's healthy for you to go out there and do that and just reassure yourself.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get beat in the face.
At a certain point,
don't go too far.
We'll go out or whatever, and I'll be like, damn, you look good. Or he'll be like, damn, baby, you look good, or whatever. We still do it. But there are people that don't do that no more. So if you are never being told you look good, and you go out and you see somebody and be like,
right,
and you start flirting with them and they start flirting back, it could be innocent, because all you doing is feeling that need to feel desirable. And a lot of people miss that.
Do you think that a lot, and see, this is my advice to a lot of these young millennials that are wanting to get married and stuff like that, and this is just based off of me and Joseph. I say to a lot of you young brothers and sisters out there that want to embark upon marrying, getting married at 21, 22, I, wait. I say wait. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
No, I agree.
I say wait because Joseph, when you look at our marriage, right? This is 20 years of just experience. Like, and this ain't. I'm not talking about of us experience each other because we didn't see each other for 20 years almost 18 years we didn't see each other, but just the experiences that we went through in other relationships have really helped us in our current marriage. Sometimes we talk about our previous relationships in the sense that we talk about what we learned from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about, regardless of what we may tell a story. I may tell him a story of something that happened to me when I was in a relationship with somebody or whatever. And, a lot of people that are in relationships can't even have that conversation because they get jealous, But I also talk about what I learned from that experience, whether it be good or bad, because not all my relationships were bad. They all weren't bad, So, I talked to him about some of the things that I learned, and I don't compare him. No, he ain't. Listen, my husband is like no other I've ever been in a relationship with. None other. Like, my husband loves me unconditionally. When I tell you he loves me unconditionally, I'm being very honest about that. Wait.
I think your 20s should be time for you to have fun.
Just to fuck up.
Just to have fun.
Just to have fun.
And do you.
And have fun.
What you want to experience. Even
sexually, mind, body, and soul.
I say even all the way up to 32, 33.
Yeah.
Because by then you start getting a taste of what it is that you want and what you desire and what it is that you really need. And because the closer you get to 40, life starts making sense to you.
Yeah.
But at 20,
and let the elder people listen. Let the elder people in your life listen. I hear so many young brothers say, "I'm attracted to older men." Let those elder men that attraction for elder men be them giving you advice and
if you want an old man, wait till you're 35.
Yeah, and encouraging you and doing things like that.
At the end of the day, I done lived my life.
Right.
And you still got yours to go. So at 20 years old, there's absolutely nothing you can do for me at 49 but one thing.
Yeah, and I think that goes for women too. You know what?
Women
have fun. Have fun. And I'm not saying that marriage ain't fun, but have fun. You know?
I think they do that because they think that older men and older women, because young boys like older women too, younger men and older women have already done all of that. And they think that we are established and we know what we want. But y'all don't take into consideration that we already jaded and bitter and we already fucked up. Because we done been through all the things.
Well, wait a minute, I ain't gonna say I'm fucked up.
No, meaning that we done been.
Oh yeah, we already
done been through all of the things that y'all need to experience. So you thinking that an older person have it together, we more fucked up in our heads than somebody 20 years old because they haven't experienced life like we had.
Right.
So like a lot of younger boys that deal with older men have said to me, I thought older men had it together, but y'all just as fucked up in your head. Yeah, we fucked up because we done been played with, we done been fucked over, we done been everything under the sun. And here you come along, and half of us don't even believe that that's what you really want us for. Half of them only dealing with you because they only want the sex from you because they want a nice little tight body. I'm talking about the older men with the younger boys. They want a nice little tight body. They want a man that they want
a piece of candy.
They don't want to wait for a Viagra to kick in or the Cialis to kick in. They want somebody that on touch, boom, they got boop, they pop right up, and that's what the women want too. The older women that mess with younger boys want the same thing: a nice little tight body and somebody when they go, "Hey babe," boop, he ready. He ain't gotta go, oh wait, let me go to the bathroom and pop his little pill and play around for 15, 20 minutes till the Viagra kick in. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, when you know what you're getting into, Don't expect just because somebody's older that they're more mature in their mind and that they got it together, because you don't know what their experience is. You don't know what they've been through. A lot of older men and women are jaded, and they already it's in the camera.
They want to play payback.
A lot of older people
are
they
want to play payback. You know,
not necessarily even
some of them do. Some of them do. They want to play payback. It's not.
Gloria.
Listen, every situation is different. Some of them do want to play payback.
Well.
Some of them do want to try to relive their youth through you. You know, and some of them just want to have somebody that they can control because somebody controlled them when they were young.
But shorty, that's not really like a big age difference. 28 and 32 that's
not a big age difference. No,
that's I'm talking about. If he was 28 and you was 52, that would be. Then I would sit here and say, you know what, yeah, 28, 32. That's good. That's around. That's not bad. But I'm just saying, like. A lot of 28-year-olds want a 50-something-year-old because they think that they got it together.
Well, I am Justine. Let me just stop you for a minute. I am Justine. I don't know, child. I don't know what it is about these little young men that just women go crazy. Like my mama, Lord have mercy. My mother told me she don't want no old man. She don't want no man. There's a lot of older women that say that. My mother's 74 years old, and when I came home from living in Virginia, my mother had a 47-year-old man. And I was in my feelings like, bitch.
And I was 47.
I was like, bitch. A 47-year-old? I said, Mom, I want to take him out to dinner. I want to get to know this guy.
Hey, I
want to talk to my mother. Says, you don't need to say nothing to him. She told me, Joseph, she said, don't you say nothing to him. So it's something about these little young men, girl.
I just told you what it was.
What is it?
That they ain't got no problem getting it up when they need to get it up. And the older men got to take a pill, a lot of them.
I get it.
Or it ain't getting fully like it used to when they were young.
Because when I came home, I was like,
not all, but some.
I didn't even have shit. I had just got out of a relationship. I looked at my mother. I said, steam heat, girl. Steam heat.
See, my thing is, if you again, it goes back to what we were saying yesterday. With date with a purpose. Or not without a purpose. But if you establish from the door that this is what we do.
This is what it is.
This is what it is. Yeah. Then nobody can get hurt. Because you established that from the door. But if you a 52-year-old woman or a 60-year-old woman dealing with a 20-year-old and you don't tell him, well, you really only here for my sexual stimulation.
Right.
And you know it's good that you come over and you want to have conversations and I'm giving you life lessons because that's all you doing when you that age with a 20-year-old.
Yeah, because when I was young, I got my heart broke a lot because of my assumptions.
And they okay with that. That there's nothing wrong with that. I don't find nothing wrong with that. But if you got them thinking that y'all gonna be together and this is a relationship, and then you decide one day, I'm sick of him. Oh, here come the next little hot thing coming along. Then that's a problem because now you got him thinking he's the only one and he ain't the only one.
Right.
And that's for anybody. That's why I think people should put it on the table what their intentions are from the door.
And which brings me to what we were talking about. Listen, it's nothing wrong. Listen, this is what we establishing about dating and stuff this week. There's nothing wrong with asking a person what their sexuality is. How do you identify? What are your pronouns?
Oh wait, hold on. But Nene, that's not even bad either. 38 and 49, because the 38-year-old got some life lessons. It's when they in the 20s. That's the problem.
Yeah, the 20s and the 30s and the early 30s.
In the early 30s, like 31. I would say up to 35. Because when I was 35, I started
men is different. Men is 40. Men
when I got
40.
35, I started getting like a whole different way of thinking.
But most men don't mature until they turn 40 years old. Most men don't mature until they turn 40 years old. And some of them, and nowadays,
that's when I was close to 40.
Nowadays, a lot of them ain't maturing at 40. But I really started to like mature like at 40 years old. Joseph, I was like this person that just really... I really wanted to be conscious of everything.
Yeah, Nene, I don't think that's bad. I don't.
What's that?
Because that was like my cutoff. That would have been my cutoff.
What's
Because
that?
I'm 49. That would have been my cutoff, like 38.
38, yeah.
That would
But
have been my
listen,
cutoff because it's not. That's almost a 10-year
let's
difference.
do
That's
some
not bad
recapping
to
here,
me.
Joseph. We gotta do some recapping here. Like, we had the conversation about, is it okay or is it an insult, or should a man be insulted, or any gender be insulted if you ask them what their gender is on the first date? Well,
Not necessarily the gender.
I said this. I said this. First of all, unless you're going on a blind date, then you're gonna conversate with this person over the phone before you go on an actual date. So let's put it in that scenario. So if I was talking to a person on the phone, yes, I'm gonna ask them how they identify. That's just the world we live in.
Ooh,
It's nothing wrong with
I
that.
got Shorty put a good thing in here. Keep going. Hurry up.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with you being who you are. Just be proud of who you are and don't be afraid to stand behind who you are. If you identify as him, her, or it, or whatever you identify as, if you identify as transgender, pansexual, cisgendered, whatever, don't be afraid to say, listen, I'm a cisgendered male and I'm attracted to cisgender women. You know? What's wrong with that?
Well,
There's nothing wrong with you saying, like, no, I'm not saying that this is information that you just automatically need to offer up. What I'm saying, if a person asks you that.
No, but I'm saying what most straight people don't know what that means.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I'm a straight man, I'm a straight woman, and call it a day.
Well, no, Joseph, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We live in a totally different
live in a totally different world, but in actuality, the only people talking like that
is millennials. We live in a totally different day and age. And what I'm telling you is people are becoming more conscious than what we really believe that they are. Like I said, I was watching my boy Cole. He did an interview the other night, and he was asking men, would they be insulted if a woman asked them if they were bisexual?
But I think nowadays women need to do that.
Or stuff like that. And then we have to talk about what Lisa Ray said. Lisa Ray, with her hating bitter ass, took it totally out of context. And that's the shit that I don't like. I don't like people like Lisa Ray who take stuff out of context and try to place the blame on us. First of all, we gotta take this off the table right now. Y'all cisgendered, heterosexual people, stop associating us with this DL bullshit. Cause most of us in the gay community, we don't like that bullshit. We don't like it. I don't like that DL bullshit. I don't like dealing with men that, if I wasn't married, I would never deal with a man that was married or that was in a relationship with a woman. Because that's not my thing. Now, my husband, once upon a time, told me that that's what his thing was. He used to like dudes that had girlfriends and stuff. That's not my thing. So y'all stop, Lisa Ray, if you ever listen to this, y'all stop associating us with them DL men. Because they're not a part of the gay community. Let's be real. They're not. They're not, because they got one foot in our community and then they got another foot somewhere else. And most of them don't really identify as being gay. Most of them will tell you, yo, dude, don't call me that shit. I ain't gay, man.
A gay man ain't going to be with a woman. Period.
Right.
They may experiment before they come out of the closet because, that's what they want to try.
But they always trying to associate it with us.
But every time somebody's bisexual or DL, they automatically get accused of being gay, and that's not the case. Because a gay man is not sleeping with a woman,
no, he's not.
At all.
No, he's
period.
Not. At all. No.
It ain't happening.
No.
Now, a bisexual man
Terry McMillan about
will
that
sleep with a man.
Because I know her husband didn't give her no trim. I know he didn't give her no trim.
Well, he was there. He probably did.
Joseph.
But you do have
you women that have these men that y'all think is feminine, and so listen, it's a lot of men that are in touch with their feminine side. But y'all women know, y'all know the signs. Don't sit here and tell me. Listen, in this day and age, it ain't a woman on this planet that got a reason to tell me that she married a man and she didn't know he was gay.
No, there are some that can trick dead. No.
No, Joseph.
Well, one time
it's too many gay. It's too many of us out there.
One time
with gaydar, because yes, I can smell a queen. No, but there's a lot of us that won't tell. I can smell a queen a mile away. No, but there's a lot of us
that won't tell because I learned my lesson with telling. I told somebody, and what did she do? Run right to him and tell him what I said, and then he wanted to confront me. And I'm looking at him like, what are you confronting me for? Because I know you a queen, bitch. So I don't know why we have this conversation.
I would hope that the ladies that watch us,
other than for you,
I hope y'all picked up something.
I hope you picked up something. Your business. Because other than that, I'm like, but she's my friend. So why am I letting her sit around thinking that y'all gonna have this relationship because you sitting there playing games with her and you know damn well that you ain't got shit for the bitch.
Okay, well listen to this.
But I learned my lesson.
Listen to this. Is it okay for a cis?
I want to address what Shorty put in the comment.
Wait a minute, okay. Section. But just answer me this question. Is it okay for us to ask someone's gender before the first date?
Not gender.
Is it okay?
I know.
I mean, or how they identify it. If
even how you identify. Technically, if you with me and I done had a conversation,
your sexuality is part of your gender. So if I say to you, listen, do you like men and women? Do you sleep with men and women? Is that inappropriate?
No, that you saying different things. Your gender is whether you identify as a man or
well, Joseph, goddamn it, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
But that's not what you said.
A question.
Now, if you want to ask somebody their sexuality, then yes, I agree.
Your sexuality is your gender.
No, it's not.
And your gender is your sexuality.
That's not true.
It is.
That's not true.
It does. It has a lot.
What about trans women that are lesbian?
That's a part of their sexuality.
But that's not a part of their gender.
That's a part of it. Yes, it is.
Trans is their gender. Lesbian is the sexuality.
Well, I put it all together.
But you can't.
Why?
Because it's not the same.
Who said?
Because it's not the same.
Who said?
Just because you're a man doesn't mean.
Who said it?
If your gender is a man, but you are gay, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
I ain't nothing.
There's two different things.
I ain't nothing.
Okay, well,
I don't identify as nothing. I don't
identify. What's your sexuality?
What you mean? What's my sexuality?
Your gender. I don't have a gender. Okay, those are the people that want to be referred to as they and them. Mm-hmm. So that has nothing to do with their sexuality. That's just how they identify.
You know what my sexuality is?
It's
but obvious what my sexuality is.
I want to ask somebody their gender. Clearly, if I'm on a date with you, I know you a man or a woman or well, I mean, sometimes you need to ask. You do need to ask because you don't know if they're a trans man or a trans woman,
right? But then there's some men that dress up and like women that don't want to have nothing to do with a man. So yes, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if you on a date with a woman, if it's two women and she's on a date with a woman, unless something clicks in her head and says, I think this might be a transgendered woman. Let me ask. I don't see the need to ask somebody their gender. Now, their sexuality, yeah. If you nowadays, especially,
okay, well, sexuality.
If you're a woman, I don't find nothing wrong with you asking a man. So, are you? I would just put it. Don't get offended, but I just want to know: are you like?
Did you practice in the dark arts, honey?
Or are you bisexual? I wouldn't ask him is he gay because 9 times out of 10, if he was gay, he wouldn't be on a date with you. But I would ask: is he straight or bisexual? That I would do. I don't think there's nothing wrong.
But what did we ask each other? Remember when we asked each other when we first got together?
What?
What did you ask me? What did you tell me you were?
What? Well, gay is done. We just get very to the point. You top or bottom, bitch.
Yeah.
And then,
but then what else did you say? You said you was like, you told me you was a.
What?
Remember, you told me you was.
What, a freak of the week?
Mm-hmm. Joseph gave me he was like, listen, I'm a freak.
I had to warn him.
I was like, for real? For real? Because I didn't know what that was. Didn't have that experience, but wanted to experience it. And boy, did he do it. Won't he do it? I was singing Jesus.
Because, people need to understand that I'm not the average, We not going to just,
Yeah, Joseph is.
There's a lot of little extra things that I like.
He was. Y'all, let me tell y'all
and
something.
now, honey, he can't even keep up with the things that I like.
Yeah, because he be... Don't even pull out the email.
I just think if you honest with a person from the door, because my thing has always been, when you lead somebody into something
from the door,
most people want to feel like they have an option. And as long as you give them an option, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be okay with it.
Yeah.
But when people feel like you took away their option is when they have a problem.
That's right. Yeah.
So if a man is with a woman and he doesn't tell her he's bisexual, then, I know plenty of women that are freaks. And they're like, yeah, I'll sit there and watch them have sex. I'll let him do it. Long as he know he ain't staying with him. But I had a friend that was married, and his wife would go out with him. They would go out at night, and she'd pick up men and tell them, listen, my husband is bisexual, and I really, I'll partake in some ways, but I really want to watch you fuck my husband. And that's what they did. There are a lot of women that get turned on by that. Or they want to see what really happens when 2 men are together. So a lot of times, if you tell people, or men ain't got a problem with 2 damn women, they know that. They always trying to convince y'all to be with another woman. But my thing is, if you give a person an option from the door, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to have a problem with it. It's when y'all have been together 2, 6, 7 years or months.
Here you come out the closet with fishnet stockings and
shit that they like, well, wait a minute. Where
the fuck does this come from?
What the fuck is this? Because now in their mind, you done been doing this with somebody else.
Where the fuck
and now you done made them mad. Because you never let them know.
You ain't never wore no damn skirt. And now you got a goddamn skirt on? Why you ain't telling me about this when we first got together? See, because now you done made this person fall in love with you and all this other stuff. And they feel like they ain't got no other choice but to have to accept
because
you.
A lot of times these women that
that's
are married
the shit
to
that
gay
pisses
men
me off.
And they pretend like they didn't know. First of all, some of them, not all, because there are some men that will fake you out, and I'll give it to you. There are a lot of men, because I done slept with some of them, that will fake a woman out, and you will never have an inkling that they was bisexual. Because I'm not gonna say they gay, they bisexual. But some of y'all, honey, I'm like, I'll be in the mall watching y'all hold hands, and I'm like, honey, don't she realize that man is his eyebrows plucked better than hers? Like, girl, you need to ask him who doing his eyebrow. Like, some men, I'm just be sitting there like, girl, I know you know he gay. There ain't no way in hell that you don't know he gay. And then I told my mother before she died, and I told my sister, I said, y'all never notice how when I'm with y'all, more men try to pick me up than when I'm by myself? And they started paying attention. And they was like, they started noticing that men with women would try to pick me up or make eyes at me and make contact with me. And I said, yeah, because they think that you my woman. So they know that, we can be DL together and there ain't going to be a problem. In their minds, we going to make y'all friends so that y'all can hang out. And while y'all hanging out, we can fuck.
But see, those men ain't part of the gay community. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all.
They looking for other men like them. They're not looking for gay men because gay men is a problem.
And that's
because
what
we
Lisa
run
Ray
our
is
mouth.
wrong. That's what
and
she wrong.
we gonna tell and we gonna do everything. They might sneakily fuck one of us, but they ain't gonna be around us all the time because that we become a problem for them. Trust me, I done.
Do you think men like that should be outed?
Should they be outed? No. I think, you really want to know what I think? I think a lot of women know that these men are gay. And I think they put on a performance when people find out because they don't want nobody to know that they was with a gay man and they was okay with it. Because I just think some of them, like I said, unless it's one of the men that are real good at hiding their shit. Because some of them, I be sitting there like, bitch, he dressed better than you. Them eyebrows are more, his skin is more moisturized than yours, bitch. His lips are more glazed up with chapstick than you got on lipstick. There's no way that you don't know that this man is a whole homosexual.
And let's be clear about this. A man's man is a man's man.
And there are some that are men's. But child, I slept with one. And I came together because, in my mind, I was happy. I said, oh, this is a man.
Honey.
And he looked at me and said, if my wife did the things you did, I damn near passed the fuck out. I said, Joe, who what? My wife, if she did the things you did, I wouldn't have even been here tonight. And I like to die.
A man is a man, child.
I was like, ooh, he's married. Because he never told me he was married. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I
Yes,
know
baby.
I'm never gonna
A
see
man
you
will come
again,
in
but
the he
okay.
come in the club with footies on and come and get you, girl. Will come and get you.
I think a lot of women know. There are ones that don't know. I'm not gonna say they all know because that would be a lie. Because there are some good faking ass motherfuckers out there. But I think a lot of them know. The ones where everybody looking like girl, especially church women, honey. Church women know good and well that them men in their little Easter suits on Sunday morning, and it ain't Easter every Sunday, with their little bow ties on their neck, around their neck, and on the tips of their motherfucking shoes. And all this stuff, they know that he is a queen.
A queen, a big old queen.
And he's sitting in church, yes, Jesus love me, yes, Jesus love me, and shouting and carrying on. You know he a
playing
queen.
Tambourines.
And they done convinced him to marry you to get the gay
and
spirit out of him.
Bongos, showing off their little bongos.
And, you know, playing his little tambourine. He the minister of music, honey. And he in the choir, but y'all still marrying him anyway. And then y'all want to act all shocked and surprised when it comes out, because you already knew. But you don't want to look like you think knew.
That's why Kim Burrell was so in her feelings?
A lot of them know. A lot of these women know what they're marrying, but they don't care. They just want... First of all, when your husband is more of your girlfriend than he is your husband, that's the clue right there.
Hello?
Anytime your husband's sitting around picking out your shoes and your lipstick and color coordinating your lipstick
and
to your
making your
hats
and stuff,
there's an issue.
You know, I had
there's an issue, and I'm just being for real.
This man approached me like that.
A straight man ain't concerned with none of that because that's for you to do. That's your business. All he worried about is making himself look nice. I know a man
right now. Let me tell you something. I know a man right now. Oh my Lord. No, Shamel, don't do that. I said I wasn't going to be messy. I ain't going to be messy. No, I'm not going to do that. But trust me when I tell you, experience is a good teacher. And some of the stuff, Joseph.
You want to answer Shorty's question?
What's that? Is it?
The one we get asked all the time.
What's that? Shorty. Don't take this as offensive yet, but I got a question. In your relationship, who feeling? Shorty, yeah, we get asked that a lot because a lot of people are very, very confused about, you know, Joseph and our marriage, and for some reason, people think that in the gay community, you're supposed to take on these roles of one being feminine and one being masculine, and so on and so forth. We don't take on those roles. So sometimes my husband can be feminine. Sometimes I can be. That's it. It's not, and we don't. I don't take offense to it. I really don't. I don't take offense to it because I know that there is a cliche. I know that there is a standard that people think when it comes to two men being together, because that question gets asked so often, in especially in the hetero community. Who's the man? Who's the woman? I want to know who's the man? Who's the woman?
But most gay men that are married get to ask that question.
Yeah, I mean, but most gay men in a relationship get asked that question. Yeah, when I was single, I got asked that question: who's the man, who's the woman, who plays the man, and who plays the woman? First of all, child, this right here, they say that although it's our brand, it's not a production. This is real. This is real. This right here is real. We're really, really, really married. We're really in a committed relationship. We really love each other unconditionally. We really don't care how feminine he is or how feminine he is. That really don't matter to us. We just love one another. That's it. You know, other people do it for other reasons. See, I can't answer that question for everybody because there are, in some cases, guys that I've met guys that want to be, that want to cater to their man as if they were a woman. Mm-hmm. I've been in relationships where I've treated guys that I was with because they were more feminine. I treated them in those ways because that's how they wanted to be treated.
Let's see, with me, you can't do that because
I try to do that with Joseph sometimes, but sometimes
1 minute I'm extra masculine, throwing everybody around the room and fucking everybody up. And
Then the next minute
I want to
he's
be
sweet as
held
pie. He want to
and
be held. Yeah.
Like I don't do gender conforming roles. Because that's what I say, gender conforming roles.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Because it's just how I feel at the moment.
Yeah, it's just we are who we are.
Right.
We've accepted
now,
one another for who they are.
I'm not going to lie. Back in the day, I wanted a more masculine man.
Oh, this would have never happened.
But
back
a
in
more
the day.
masculine man, I learned ain't no love in thug love, because that's all I used to do.
But I was more masculine back then. I think I was more masculine back then because me and Joe, we weren't open as we are now.
You wasn't as free as you are now.
Yeah.
You was holding back a lot.
Yeah.
And you wasn't as free.
Because I was trying to be something. I was trying to be this certain guy for Joseph. I wanted to be like this because I knew that Joseph liked thugs. And I knew that he liked guys that just were just like masculine. So I tried to be that for him.
In actuality, even back then, he didn't have.
He saw through that.
I saw through it, and I still liked him back then.
Yeah.
So now it was like nothing for me, like what he said.
Did that answer your question, Shorty? Thank you. I appreciate your question, but don't please listen. You in the McRae Kingdom. We don't take offense to things like that.
Not when you ask out of genuine concern.
And because I've never seen you, I welcome you. I welcome you to our chat. And please come in. I ain't seen him. I ain't seen him in a while. I ain't seen her in a while. And so I welcome you to our chat. Thank you. I welcome all of you guys to ask us questions like that, because if you want to know, we're going to answer them.
People that just didn't know us and be like, oh, y'all are cute. Who's the man? Who's doing it? See, that way will get you cursed out. When you ask me like that.
No, she was very respectful. Very respectful.
She was respectful. And I know because she's been here before. So I know hers wasn't coming from a place of malice. It's when things come from a place of malice. Thank you,
Love Kings. You are absolutely right. It's called real love. That's what it is. It's real love. I'm telling you,
you get past all of that.
Yeah, you get past all that.
You're both men and you both who you are. And most married men are like that.
I'm not saying I'm going to put one on, but if I put on a dress, my husband would love me. He would support me. He would love me. He would support me. He would. I have no doubt about that.
His little knobby knees might look funny in the dress, but...
Yeah. Them little chicken legs you got. But this is real love. That's what this is. That's what this is. It is a rarity. I know it is. I know it's a rarity for y'all to see two black gay men that love one another, that are in love with one another, that got each other back no matter what. I know that's a rarity for y'all to see that, but that's what this is. That's exactly what this is. And that's why we started this
platform, for that reason.
Yeah. Because that's what we wanted people to see. We wanted people to see that although it's a rarity, there are black gay men in this world that do love one another unconditionally and have each other's backs, and that are married, and that we love the institution of marriage. We follow the whatever. When it comes to the institution of marriage, we stand very proud in that crowd, along with a lot of other black brothers. We wish it were wider, for those of you that know brothers that are gay and that are married.
Well, I must say,
please get them in touch with us, because we really I've been working on this Circle of Brothers seminar that I want to do once the pandemic is over with. I want to do this Circle of Brother seminar for all you gay married men, for all of us to come together.
Your diaries unlocked.
We're also working on a winter retreat as well. We still looking into the winter retreat. I think we talked about that one night on Up Close and Personal. We talked about a winter retreat for you guys. Because, guys, listen. Love is love, period. Love is love, period. You can't, and you can't help who you fall in love with. That's the crazy part. You can't help who you fall in love with, because sometimes we fall in love with some of the strangest people. We fall in love with some of the strangest things. Love is love. And it conquers all. It does. It conquers all. Like, I can't tell you. I talk to some of my friends, and sometimes I say to them about my husband, he saved my life. That's what he did for me. Now, your husband or your wife may have did something different for you, but my husband saved my life. And there's nothing in the world that I wouldn't do for him. Nothing in the world that nothing there's nothing that I would not support when it comes to him. Yeah. But on that note, guys, we can get out of here. Because we're going over to Monica, right? Is Monica going on at 12:30?
I believe
yes.
So.
Monica will be on at 12:30. Monica of MJ&J Family Mukbangs. And shout out to Blogs and Fiction. Y'all, she is a new addition to the TBT squad. The TBT squad is working on some projects, getting some projects out. Please stay tuned. We will be doing a panel, hopefully before the month is out. We try to do a panel once a month, guys, and we want to hear from you. What do you want to talk about in this panel that the TBT squad is going to do? We're going to do it probably within the next 2 weeks. I believe Sunrise comes on this week, right? Is she going to be a guest this week or next week? It's this week.
She said every third. I mean, I can see if she want to come on this week.
Is it every other Thursday or every
it's
third?
Every third Thursday of the month, but she's already been for September. But I can see if she wants to come back.
Yeah, see if she want to come back.
See if she
you
wants
guys
to come
want to see Thursday. If you guys want to see Sunrise, we'll have her back.
She has helped me with something that I've been dealing with for a very long time.
Joseph, you got to be real short-winded.
So I'm working on that.
Yes, and Joseph, the people been asking for another Joseph Rants. Where you been? What's going on?
I just sent an email.
Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us.
To have an interview for Joseph Rants, and I'm waiting for them to respond.
Oh, okay.
So I just sent an email yesterday because somebody wants to be interviewed. So I said, well, I might as well take the interview for myself and do it as a Joseph Rants.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for a response back to the email because they reached out to us because they wanted to be on the platform. So I'm just waiting for a response, and once we get everything together, I will tell y'all when I'm doing a Joseph Rant.
Yes. Now, October and November is going to be very important for us because we will be pushing you guys as harder than ever to bring people to our chat. Number one, we want our subscribership to grow, not just the membership, but our subscribership. We want that to grow. We need that to grow. So we're going to be asking you guys more and more to bring people to the live streams, to our channel. And guys, we got to come together. It's time to vote. It's time to get ready. If you ain't registered to vote, you need to register to vote. There is absolutely no excuse for not being registered to vote. Unless you fall under certain guidelines, like being a prisoner and can't vote, ex-con and can't vote yet, or whatever. There's no excuse for not voting. We all need to take our responsibility as American citizens, and we need to take that seriously. We need to get out and vote. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, whatever your party is, you need to get out and place your vote. Your vote is important. Your vote makes moves. Your vote makes changes. Your vote is important in this election. I don't know who gonna win. I know who I don't want to win. But I know that if I don't get out and participate, then my voice is not gonna be heard on that. Guys, get out and vote. Make sure when you're going out that you're protecting yourselves. Please wear a mask, even in spite of people not wearing a mask. Please wear a mask when you go out. That's all I have, Joseph. Anything else? You have anything else to say?
No.
Well, we're going to get on out of here. It is exactly 12:30, so we're going to go over to Monica of MJ&J Family Mukbangs, and we're going to end this the way we always do. Please make sure you are following us on all social media platforms. Of course, you know what those are. Joseph, and take us out.
Follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to join the McRae Kingz platform, hit that join button. If you don't see the join button, it's in the description box in the description box.
And thank you for all the compliments.
Everything you need from McRae Kingz is also in the description box. If you want to support our platform, our Cash App, as well as other methods are in there as well. And you know how we end all the lives.
Thank you for all the compliments on my hair, by the way. So go ahead, good Joseph.
Make sure you make it the best day ever and enjoy your day. And make sure you go over to MJ&J family because only you can control your day. Don't let anybody else control it for you. And make sure you walk in peace, love, and sunshine. And always remember,
it's Team McRae.
All damn day.
So I'll see you soon.
Later, I'm going to put the link for Monica's chat, for Monica's premiere in the chat right now.
We love you so much. We love you. We love you.
Later, y'all.